Good evening guys, hello and welcome along once again to another instalment from the Aero Racing's Gt7 Championship with the Tier 1 drivers and myself, your boy Vex, it's Vex Man, here to take you through the proceedings this evening. At the moment we're on board with Ramos, he's testing the track limits in practice and we're going to leave you on board with him for just a second. I'll be back with you just before qualifying. Evening guys, if you missed the introduction, hello and welcome back once again to the Aero Racing's GT7 Championship with the Tier 1 drivers. It looks like we're at Watkins Glen this evening. We will have a quick rundown through the standings during qualifying. And hopefully we won't have any technical glitches. We didn't have any last night during the esports. The stream went smoothly, so hopefully the same will be said for this evening. So Ahmed goes up to the top of the board in practice, in free practice, with a 1:43.995. So Alessandro's going to be on the 1:44. Oh, he was purple then, but then he messed it up a little bit. Yeah, 1:44's there for Alessandro. Ahmed is back into the pits now. Go on board with Ramos for a bit. Ramos is going to be a force to be reckoned with, I think, in that Huracan. Absolute beast of a car. Although he has got traffic up ahead, so hopefully that won't hurt his qualifying attempt. Well, it's not even qualifying yet, but hurt his lap attempts before qualifying. We've got Emzine making an appearance as well. He was there in the esports last night. He joins us tonight in the Tier 1 GT7 Championship. He actually won Lobby B, so GG's to Emzine. Ahmed now on an out lap once again. So Javi's current fastest time of 1:44.329. He's going to be looking to improve on that time. Well, he doesn't have to just yet because we're not quite into qualifying. That will start around 8 p.m. It's actually gone back into, so who, I think, yeah, Ahmed's still on an out lap. We've got Viking Dog also on an out lap. Where are they respectively? Oh, so Ahmed coming up to start a flying lap now. So in fact, while we watch Ahmed's lap here, he's actually 2 tenths up through that sector. Whilst we watch his lap, I will give you a quick rundown through the standings. So we have Viking Dog on the top of the tables at the moment with 109 points. He's in the Renault RS01. We've got Javi, or Ramos, in second place in the Lamborghini Huracan with 77 points. We got Beaver in third place with 63 points in the Lexus. That's Ben. We got Capel in fourth in the Nissan GTR with 59 points. We have Gilles in 5th place in the M6 with 58 points. We have Iggy in 6th place in the Audi R8 with 57 points. We've got Zico in 7th place with a McLaren 650S with 48 points. Ahmed currently sat in 8th with 38 points in the M6. BX Royal in 9th place in the Ferrari 458. He's on 36 points. We've got Owen in 10th place in the Lexus RCF with 35 points. We got Eric Slim, who I don't think is here this evening. That's Coleman, Coleman, in the Lamborghini Huracan. He's got 83 points. In fact, he's missed the last 2 rounds. Perry in 12th place with 22 points. Then we have Kep in 13th with 22. Ben MK is in 14th with 11 points. We've got Fatman in 15th with 10 points in the GR Supra. And Ben and Cap are both in the RX Vision, Perry in the Renault RS. We've got Alessandro in 16th in the GR Super with 7 points. More Velos has also got 7 points in 18th place with the Nissan GTR. We got Pekka in 17th with 6 points in the BRZ. MZ in 19th with a McLaren 650S with 4 points. And Natty G in 20th place with a Ferrari 458 with 4 points. And we are about to go into qualifying now. So we'll find BX in the pits. Oh, and in fact, he's not the first one out for a change. Who is it? It was the other, I think it was Gilles. Was it Gilles? Yes, it's Gilles. Actually out of the pits for a change. Ahead of BX. BX normally getting lobby privileges or host privileges, but tonight Gilles actually the first person who's going to finish their first flying lap, will be the first car to finish their first flying lap. Ramos hot on his heels though already on this out lap. I think Javi's going to look to try and maximise on points in this round and try and bring that gap ever closer, or bring the battle ever closer to Viking Dog, who's sitting pretty at the moment at the top of the tables. He's got a decent lead. Gilles looking a little bit unsettled there through the bus stop section. Or the inner loop. Through the chute, coming into a toe. These are some silly names, aren't they, for this track. On the run now to the heel. Hard right-hand corner down the hill. And cambered as well. I think this is definitely going to be a fairly high tyre wear race this evening. Gilles looking like he's going to put in a decent banker lap. And what will it be? Just 1:44.7 there for Gilles, which gets him second place. Javi goes 6/10 quicker into first place there. With a 1:44.048, almost into the 43s there for Javi. And Alessandro, oh, and then Ben. Out of nowhere, Ben into the 43s. It's a 43.946 for Ben in the Lexus. So we've currently got Ben, provisional pole, Ramos there in second, Alejandro now in third place. Owen there in fourth, Fatban provisional fifth, Gilles dropped down to provisional sixth place, BX Royal currently sat in provisional seventh, Mzine eighth, Viking Dog ninth, Capel 10th, Zico 11th, we've got Danaman currently in 12th, still yet to put in a time yet, I think, Danaman in the Honda NSX. We got Kep there in 13th, Ahmed all the way down in 14th at the moment, still yet to put in a lap, I think, and Marriott possibly on a quali ban. Not entirely certain. Maybe just biding his time. He's going to go out late. But Ben absolutely flying at the moment. He's into the 43s. 1:43.946 to be precise. In that stealthed out Lexus RCF. Another one of the more awesome sounding cars. Does sound good. So Ramos now moves up onto provisional pole for 1:43.886. Only 600ths faster than Ben at this stage. Ben may still have some more time to squeeze out that Lexus as he dives into the pits to get some fresh tyres. Fatban. Is he on an in lap? He's on an in lap. Gilles on an out lap. BX possibly on an in lap. Yeah, he's sticking to the pit line there. So a lot of the guys diving in for a set of tyres in the late stages. Well, halfway through. We're halfway through now. Almost 6 minutes. We are 6 minutes now into qualifying. Obviously only a 10-minute qualifier. Ahmed up to the top of the board with 43.6. That drops Ramos now down to second place, Ben down to third. Viking Dog only good enough for 10th place at the moment. What's going on with Viking Dog? So Viking Dog's fastest, currently only a 45.285, is it? He's got a 44 on the board as well there, but it's in red, so I believe that is invalidated. So Capel is on an out lap, Dan the Man is going to improve on this lap. And it's a 46.416 there for Dan, that moves him up to 12th place. Yeah, what's going on with Viking tonight, sick? Not too sure. Perhaps he's sandbagging a little bit. He's going to put in a absolute stonker in the late stages. But Ahmed there with a 1:43.619. Him and Ramos now coming out on their last set of tyres that they're going to be able to use for this qualifying session, because it is coming to an end. 7.5 minutes into this 10 minutes now. Ben on an outlap. Alejandro also on an outlap. Owen on an outlap. Everybody's going to be on outlaps, aren't they? Emzine maybe on a fast one. Emzine putting on an absolute show in the RX Vision in the esports last night. Him and Ahmed were absolutely neck and neck right to the end. I think Emzine actually managed to pull out a bit of a gap towards the end, but yeah, it was really, really close racing between them two. They actually gapped the rest of the field by 20 seconds, I think it was.
No one talking about BX.
Yeah, what's going on with BX now as well, Porto? BX is down in 10th place at the moment as well. He's only just ahead of Viking Dog. So I think both the Ferrari and the Renault are suffering a little bit around Watkins. Perhaps not quite the tracks for them two cars. And yeah, so Emzine up to 9th place, I think, now. So where was... Let's have a look quickly. So BX looking like he's on a lap at the moment, but his fastest so far only a 1:44.252, which is good enough for 10th place at the moment. 1:10 faster than Viking Dog, who can only muster the 1:44.031, although I think that was that an outlap? Oh, BX collecting a bit of the curb there, unsettling the car. That's going to hurt his lap time there. He was definitely up, wasn't he? He was up through one of the sectors. Still up now, 4 tenths. It's not going to be enough to beat Emzine though. Emzine now down to 11th place as Capel moves up into 12th. That drops BX down to 13th. Is BX got enough in the tank to be able to... So BX now moves up to 11th. No changes at the top of the table at the moment. So we've got Ahmed still on provisional pole. Only just... Oh, Viking Dog! There we go! We're waiting for it. Viking Dog manages to seal 2nd place at the moment, unless anyone else goes faster. 1:43.667 there for Viking Dog. He was waiting until that last moment, wasn't he? Managed to pull it out of the bag. Only 400ths slower than Ahmed. Only 900ths faster than Ben. Oh, it's very, very close indeed. Look at that at the top of the table. So first up to... Yeah, like up to 5th place Ramos at the moment. Javi, he's not been able to improve as yet. Will he be able to improve this time round? He's coming through the final sector now and he's down on this time. So looking like Javi maybe starting in 5th place in the Huracan. But yeah, your top 5 all under a second of each other. That's ridiculously close. And in fact, I think most of the grid, yeah, the grid just insanely close once again. I think Ahmed maybe improved on his time there, a 43.484 there in the end for Ahmed. Goes 1 tenth faster than Viking Dog. So Ahmed starts on pole, Viking Dog will start in 2nd. Ben in 3rd. Is Ben still on the lap? I think he is. He's coming in up to the start finish now. Is he going to improve? Is he going to beat anyone? Not that time round. Will BX improve? And BX doesn't improve. So yeah, Ahmed on pole. Viking Dog starts in 2nd. Ben will start in 3rd. We've got Fat Band starting in 4th. Ramos will start in 5th. Kep starts in 6th. BX in 7th. Gilles in 8th. Zico 9th. Owen 10th. Alejandro in 11th. Emzine in 12th. Capel 13th. Dan will start in 14th. And who was that down in 15th place? Marriott. So Marriott will start in 15th place. Well, there you have it, guys. Very, very, very close qualifying once again. So 1st to 5th, all in the 43s. Then we have 6th place, all the way down to 13th in the 44s. And then we have a 45 from Dan the Man and a 46 from Marriott. But that is how close this grid is. It's insanely close from these guys. I think the races are definitely going to be some exciting racing. Viking Dog managing to pull it out of the bag right at the end there. I think it was Porto said he's washed, or was it Sick? I can't remember. Sick individual or Porto said he's washed. But managed to pull it out right at the end there. Puts it into second place on the grid. And that Renault seems to have a really good start, doesn't it? I think Ahmed's going to have his work cut out off the start. He may even lose the lead of the race on the start. But he always comes back strong. But look at Emzine, all the way down in 12th place. So Emzine gave Ahmed an absolute run for his money last night. Ahmed was in the M6 again, I think, and Emzine was in a different car. Obviously, Emzine was in the RX Vision. And Emzine managed to beat Ahmed in the end. But it's looking like the tables will be turned tonight. BX did improve in the end, up to 7th place. So Ahmed lines up on pole. We've got Viking Dog there in 2nd place, Ben in 3rd, Fatban 4th. And they're off. It looks like Lamborghini getting a really good start in the background there. Ahmed, as expected, losing 1st place off the start. Ramos tries to go up the inside now against Ben. Ben gets a little, he's got turned around. Oh no. There was definitely contact there. That has come, well, yeah, 2 of them have come across. I think Ramos maybe easing off to let Ben catch up, but that's going to be both their races over, I believe, in this sprint race. Now we have Ahmed, though, coming back against Viking Dog. Viking Dog's going to have to cover that inside as they come up to the bus stop. Ahmed has a look around the outside, backs out of it. It's not really a place where you want to be trying to go for a move there. Viking Dog is trying to break away from the pack already. He's trying to create a bit of space, but Ahmed is having none of it in that M6. Ben says in the chat, who was that? I'm not too sure. So I think, oh, Ben, I think you and, oh, Ben. Ben's left the room. So I think that was, in fact, a coming together between Ben and Javi. I don't think it was malicious in any way. I think there was just a tiny bit of contact initially, which sent Ben around, and then there was nowhere for Javi to go. But it's not helped Javi at all. He's now down at the back of the pack. But I digress. We have Viking Dog now up to an 8/10 gap over Ahmed. He has started to scamper off a little bit, but if you remember from the previous races, the Renault does seem to suffer a little bit more with a tyre wear than some of the other cars. Kep now up to 3rd place. BX is up to 4th, so BX is up a few positions now. He must have had a really good start there in the Ferrari 458. Then we have Zico in 5th, chasing him down in that McLaren. Fatban's there in 6th place in the GR Supra. We have Gilles in the 2nd of them only. Was it only fans? I don't think it's only fans. Only feet. Stayed in the 2nd of the 2 only feet M6s. Then we have Emzine there in 8th. Oh, Emzine, he got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong. He's going to have to watch that rejoin. Oh no, almost taking Capel out in the process. He's off, he's off. So Ramos now back up to 9th place. He's looking to try and take that 8th away from Owen. Owen doing really well to defend it at the moment in the only remaining Lexus in this race. He was down at the back of the pack, so he's already managed to make up a few positions up to 9th place. Let's hope he's not driving angry in that Lamborghini Huracan. He's actually putting in purple sectors at the moment. Well, no, it does look like he's relatively calm and collected. which is good. Sometimes you can get a little bit heated after, you know, you have a bit of an incident and a race sort of unravels. But no, he's doing well at the moment. He's already made up a few positions, so he's just got to keep his head down, keep cool, calm and collected, and he will surely make up a few more positions. Alejandro there in 10th place. Then we have Capel in 11th. We have Marriott in 12th. Danderman now 13th, and Emzine all the way down in 14th place with a 14.8 second gap now. Viking Dog is now under the attention from Ahmed. Ahmed is back up into that slipstream window once again. Where's he going to be able to set up a move? It's not going to be through the bus stop. Does sometimes get quite congested coming through there though. Very scary part of the track. Closing right up onto Viking's bumper through that braking zone. Also we've kept though for company. So Ahmed's got a little bit of a two-way battle on his hands at the moment. He's trying to get that move done on Viking Dog, try and retake the lead of the race. But he's also got Kep to contend with as well. And Kep isn't letting up in that Mazda RX Vision. They've got a nice bit of breathing space though over the rest of the field. Obviously it's only a 9-lap sprint race. Coming up to finish lap 3 now. But the top 3 are as close as you like. I thought we were going to see a move come maybe from Ahmed. It looked like he was trying to set one up, but it hasn't appeared as yet. Although Viking Dog, as I say, it looks like the rears on that Renault die a little bit faster than those of the BMW. So he may start to feed it in the next lap or two. All it takes is one little error. Getting it really nicely through the bus stop once again though. Through this sweeping right-hander. Into the left and down the hill. In fact, it looks like Ahmed's got a bit of a defensive battle on his hands at the moment, so he's allowed Viking Dog to get a little bit of breathing space now. He's managed to stretch that gap by a couple of tenths, which is absolutely crucial at the moment. He wants to get as big a buffer as he can get. Because Kep is now on the attack. And these guys got a 3.2 second lead over Zico, who is the closest car behind at the moment in 4th place. And Kep actually with the fastest lap at the moment as well, with a 1:44.419. What's Ahmed going to be able to do now? Has he got a better drive out of the first couple of corners? Looks like he may have a bit of a run now coming up to the bus stop. Will he be able to go for a move this time round? Viking Dog hugs that inside line early days. Very, very close between these two at the front indeed. Kep a little bit out of the window for the minute. Maybe he's backed off to cool them tyres a little bit. Almost identical lines from these guys. I don't think it could be any closer between these two at the front. We will check in with the rest of the field soon, but this battle, at any point a move can be made. I don't really want to miss it if it's for the lead of the race. Oh, and here we go, looking like Ahmed may have got a better run out of turn one. Viking Dog covers off the inside. He's going to show Ahmed around the long way. Ahmed's going to have to maybe try and go for the switchback. Not quite that time round. He's still going to continue to run though. He's got a second opportunity here at the end of the bus stop. But he's going to have to try and get past Viking as soon as he possibly can. And Viking's going to just cover that inside, isn't he? Rightly so. So Ahmed now going around the outside. Having to back out there. Now under the attention of Kep. Kep also looking for a move. So we still have Viking Dog in first place. We have Ahmed in second. Kep is in third. We've got Zico down in fourth place. Being chased down though by Gilles. I think he's actually managed to get past Gilles. I think Gilles was in fourth, wasn't he? Zico maybe managing to get past. Gilles there in fifth. Then we have BX Royal now in sixth. What happened to BX? Oh, BX. He's dropped a couple of places, hasn't he? I think BX was up there actually, wasn't he? Wasn't he ahead of Zico and Gilles? We have Ramos there in seventh. So Ramos unable to make his way back into this race currently. Fatban in eighth. Owen there in ninth. We got Capel now in 10th. Alejandro in 11th. Bannerman 12th.
X is on mediums.
Is BX on mediums? Interesting, Benji. Oh, Dan the Man also. As is Maria Emzin, isn't? So now a battle happening at the front once again. Ahmed looking to try and take the lead of the race. Viking Dog defending for dear life in that Renault. He's making light work of it at the moment, but that's got to be hard work, hasn't it? Having Ahmed bearing down on you lap after lap. Either way, even if it was the other way round, if Ahmed had Viking Dog.
Soft style off towards the end of the sprint.
Oh, I see. So Benji says there was some talk that there's a soft style off towards the end of the sprint.
Pet has a pen, no.
Ah, Kep with a penalty there. That's dropped him out of that slipstream range now. Up ahead to Ahmed. So Ahmed now with a bit of breathing space. He can now fully focus up ahead on Viking.
That M6 is godly.
Yeah, the M6 is very good, Porto. It's one of my all-time favourite cars.
Ferrari is a worse Lambo.
The Ferrari's not bad, but I think maybe with some of the update changes, perhaps it's got a little bit harder to drive. But yeah, the M6 is a very, very good all-round car. Very good. And the Renault looks like it's a bit of an underdog as well. I've not actually driven it myself, so I might have to give it a go at some point. But Viking Dog making it look easy at the moment. He has got a charging BMW of Ahmed still behind him though. Ahmed's still not going to be close enough on this occasion to be able to get the move done into the bus stop. He tried it earlier, didn't he? But not quite paid off for him.
Alonso 2.0.
Viking Alonso 2.0. Yeah, I know. I've seen him drive it a little bit. I think the first time I've seen anyone drive it was in Aero League Racing's, I think, Gt7 series. I'm sure. So yeah, now kept 2.3 seconds off the back of Ahmed. This is lap 8 of 9, so they're coming up to finish lap 8. It will be the final lap. Is Ahmed going to be able to go for a last ditch attempt? Hopefully nothing too wild to try and take the lead of the race away from Viking Dog, who's done so well so far. He took the lead at the start, got the better start, managed to take it even before they got into turn 1. But Ahmed's not given up. Ahmed has had a few attempts at trying to retake the position, but Viking Dog just defended too good. But we are now on the final lap. And they come through the bus stop for the 9th time in this sprint race. Ahmed within 2 temps now, really starting to pile on the pressure. What's he going to be able to do? He's trying to size up a move here around the outside, maybe going for the switchback out of this almost hairpin like right-hander. Viking Dog showing Ahmed once again around the long way round. Ahmed still unable to get that move done. I think it might be a photo finish between these two. It's going to be a drag up to the start finish, or up to the finish line. And what a cracking display of racing they put on. But I think, yeah, so Viking Dog takes it in the end. First place for Viking Dog. Ahmed in 2nd, Keps there in 3rd. Zico's going to take 4th. Gilles in 5th, Ramos 6th, BX in 7th, Owen 8th, Fatban in 9th. We have Alejandro coming home in 10th place with Capeo in 11th. Dan the Man in 12th. Emzine's going to make home in the end in 13th, with Marriott bringing up the rear in 14th place. Well, that was race 1, guys, in the sprint race. And what a race that was at the front once again. Viking Dog and Ahmed there. So there are the results again. Viking Dog 1st place, Ahmed 2nd, Kep 3rd, Zico 4th, Gilles in 5th. We had Ramos, Javi there in 6th. We got BX Royal in 7th, Owen is in 8th. Fatban 9th, Alejandro 10th, Capel 11th, Danaman 12th, Emzine 13th, Marriott 14th, Ben 15th. So for the feature race, Alejandro will start on pole with Fatban in 2nd place. Then we'll have Owen in 3rd place. BX will start in 4th. Javi will start in 5th. We have Gilles starting in 6th. Zico in 7th. Kep in 8th. Ahmed 9th. Viking Dog will start in 10th place. And then the rest of the grid, as it is there. So 11th Capel, Dan the Man 12th, Emzine 13th, Marriott 14th, and Ben, if he rejoins, in 15th. Who had the fastest lap? I think Kep still had the fastest lap at the end there as well, didn't he? Sure it was kept. So, looking at the grid at the moment, we may have some different strategies coming into the feature race, which will be quite interesting. Yeah, looks like Fatban may be attempting to use the hards. Have they become a legit racing compound in GT7? It's definitely going to be an interesting one, isn't it? Is he a brave man for trying it? I like to see it. I like to see the different strategies. I think we all do. So Ahmed is going to go out on the mediums. Is Fatban just going to go out for an attempt? Maybe he's going to bin him off. Viking Dog was actually inside him for a moment. Oh, Fatban actually, he's pulled into the pit, so maybe he's going to change them tyres. I'm not too sure. Oh, and if in fact, no, Owen. Looking like Owen may be going for the hards as well. So we've got two guys possibly going for the hards. Gilles looking like maybe he's going, oh no, he's changed the mediums. So yeah, looking like we've got two guys opting for the hards. The rest of the guys may be opting for the mediums. How many stops do you think we're going to see tonight, guys? Do you reckon they're going to be able to pull off the one stop? Obviously, it's a 40-minute, around 40 minutes endurance. We've turned it onto laps rather than minutes now, though, so that you can't just slow down towards the end of the lap and not participate in the rest of the race. You've got to finish the race. But Ahmed at the moment not looking like the medium compound's phasing him too much, which should bring him in good stead come into the feature race. Viking Dog not far behind him. Obviously this is free practice before the feature. Everybody probably just trying to get a feel for their tyre compound. So we've got Fatban there on the hards. Actually looks like the car's fairly well hooked up on the hard compound, so perhaps they have become a legit racing compound. They used to be horrible, didn't they? Nobody ever used to dare going on the hard. Oh, Owen. Owen into the barrier there. He went for his hug with Barry. Ahmed testing the track limit somewhere. I fancy through the bus stop is where he got that penalty. Can carry a lot of speed through there if you manage to get it right, but you do run the risk of picking up a penalty, which I think is what happened there. What sort of times is Fatban doing on them hards? Oh, he's actually back in the pits now. So we'll get the starting soon message from BX. We're just on board with Ahmed at the moment, trying to get this track dialed in. He had a cracking first race, didn't he? Sealed that second place. but just couldn't quite get the move done on Viking Dog in the end. And this is it. So we'll find Alejandro. Obviously a rolling start as always in these feature races. A reverse top 10 grid. Everybody else finishing in their respective positions. Or starting in their respective finishing positions. So Alejandro on pole with Fatban there in second place on hards. They're off. I look like some moves being made in the background. People covering off the inside already. I think that was Zico. Alejandro keeps first place for the minute. Starting to put a bit of a gap on Fatban. I think Fatban a little bit compromised on that hard compound. He's going to be a little bit of a sitting duck maybe until they come into their temperature window. Going to take a little bit longer than the guys behind's tyres to switch on, I'm sure, in the Taylor Swift liveried GR Supra. As they come through the bus stop for the first time, it looks like everybody getting through there unscathed. So Alejandro starting to break away now from Fatban. He's got a 6/10 gap. We've got Fatban there in second place. Owen, the BX going for the move at the inside of Owen there. Owen gets shuffled out a little bit wide. We've got Ramos. Ramos manages to make his way through as well. BX now up to third place. Followed by Javi there in fourth in the Lamborghini Huracan. Owen now down to fifth. Owen still trying to fight back though. Owen giving it all he's got in that Lexus. We have Gilles there in 6th place. Kep is in 7th. Zico is now in 8th. We have Viking down in 9th. Followed by Ahmed there in 10th. Then we have Capel 11th. And Emzine goes for the move there. Manages to get it done on Dan the Man. Moving up to 12th place now for Emzine. Dan the Man down to 13th. And Marriott there in 14th place. So Alejandro now have a 1.3 second lead in that GR Supra. The Supra is a bit of an animal, isn't it? Not to be underestimated. As Fatban now in danger of losing that position to BX. BX is going to get shown the long way round. What's he going to be able to make happen from there? He's opened up the door now to Javi as well. Javi was having a look up the inside. 4th place in that Huracan. BX still trying to make a move happen against the GR Super there of Fatban. Opening the door once again to Javi. Javi's up the inside. It's a drag race now between Javi and BX. Who's going to be braver now? BX has got Ramos, Fatban in his path. Ramos manages to get it done though, does he? No, he's had to slot back in behind. He's dropped down to 5th place now. So BX still in 3rd place. He's lost a bit of that momentum though that he had against Fatban up ahead. He's got to regain that composure. Owen though, Owen 2 tenths off the back of him. Javi's still there. Only 5 tenths off of Owen. He's got kept there for company in 6th place. 3 tenths off the back of him. With Zico also there. In fact, a huge train of cars. Cars as far as the eye can see. Not any notable gaps forming as yet. So Zico there in 7th place, Gilles 8th, Ahmed, his teammate there in 9th. Gilles going to allow Ahmed through. Is there going to be team orders here? Ahmed still looking for a way through. Not really anywhere. Gilles could open the door for him though. Oh, and there you go. It's a great team right there from the BMW boys. Gilles allowing Ahmed through now to try and make his way towards the front of the pack. Perhaps take Gilles with him. Gilles is now under the attention of Viking Dog. Oh, Viking. What happened there? Viking, I don't know if there was a bit of a concertina and the 2 BMWs came off worse there, but Ahmed now down to 11th place. He's lost that position to Emzine as well. Gilles is up to 9th and Viking Dog all the way through to 8th. Shenanigans aplenty. Emzine having a look again. He's having a look at Gilles now. In that McLaren. It's like he's waited for them tyres to switch on and that McLaren's come alive. Now in a BMW sandwich. Ahmed looking like he had the better run out of that turn. He's going to try around the outside there of Emzine. So Ahmed still stuck in 11th place. He's lost a few positions now. Capel there in 12th. And we've got a move coming from Emzine. Emzine at the inside of Gilles. Gilles now down to 10th. Emzine is up to 9th. And I think Ahmed going around the outside of Gilles there. The two BMWs side by side. And yeah, Gilles slots back in behind Ahmed. Emzine though, what a move there from Emzine. Managing to get it done cleanly as well, so now he can focus on Viking Dog up ahead in 8th place. We've got BX there in 7th, Zico 6th, Kep 5th. Javi looking for a move now. He's managed to get past Kep and he's now focusing on Owen up ahead in the Lexus. So BX was 2nd place. He's dropped all the way down now to 7th. Wham to BX. Oh, this is going to end in tears, surely. Ramos looking like he was maybe going to have a look around the outside there of Owen into the bus stop, forebear of it. Now Owen opens the door though, Javi's up the inside. Owen tries to hold it around the outside, but it's too much with that Huracan. Doesn't quite have the momentum. He tries it around the outside now though. Knowing he's going to have the inside for the next corner, but not managing to get it done that occasion. He's now under the attention of Kep, behind in 5th place. So Fatban having an absolute stonker of a race at the moment. Nobody's managed to get past him. He's just holding them all up behind on that hard comp with that tyre. I think that's why we can see the train how it is at the moment. A huge train full. Nobody able to get a move done. Ramos though up to 3rd place now. When's he going to be able to get the move done, or is he going to be able to get the move done on Fatban? Ramos is on the harder compound tyre. Alejandro 6.7 seconds, 6.8 seconds up the road. I think this is where we're going to see it come. Fatban covers the inside off. He's broke later. Javi no, with a textbook switchback. I think there was a tiny bit of contact there, but Fatban still trying to come back though. That Supra is absolutely shifting on that hard compound. Owen's in the mix there as well. Owen trying to have a look, trying to retake it. And Fatban retakes the position into the bus stop. Ramos back down to 3rd place. We got Owen 4 tenths off the back now. One absolute drive Fatban is having at the moment on them hards. Who could have wrote this? You couldn't have wrote this if you tried. So Fatban proving that you can actually use the hards nowadays and have a good race. Oh no, that was definitely a little nudge there from Javi. Up to 2nd place, Fatban now looking like he's going to lose that position to Owen. And Owen goes around the outside.
Ferrari is a worse Lambo. M6 is on. Viking Alonso 2.0. Viking is fairly
Oh, robot lady. Robot lady, please. Yeah, so a lot of shenanigans happening in the background. Alejandro, meanwhile, with an 8-second lead over Ramos in 2nd place. Owen still holding on to 3rd. Kev's there in 4th, but we got Fatban dropping down now to 5th place. Zico going around the outside. BX is trying to follow him. We got Viking Dog there as well. Zico, as he managed to find his way through. Fatman getting a little bit bullied now on them hards. He did so well though, didn't he, in the early stages. Oh, who was that? No, Zico! Zico's been absolutely sent to the shadow realm there. I'm not sure what happened. Emzine now up to 6th place. He's got a second's worth of penalty. I'm not sure if there was contact there or what. Viking Dog in 7th. BX is in 8th, but these guys are going to get past. 6 says Dirty Viking. What was this? Viking? I didn't quite see what happened. I just saw Zico go absolutely flying. So Fatman there in 5th place now. Viking Dog is up to 6th. We've got BX there in 7th place. Then we have a battle behind with Capel, Ahmed and Emzine. Emzine now dropping down to 10th. Oh, was it there was contact between Viking and Zico? Oh, never mind.
Viking sent Zico off.
Oh, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? It's the nature of that corner, though, I think, isn't it? You can get a little bit congested there. Nobody wants to give any room, give position. But yeah, I think the stewards will have to obviously sort that one out. I thought it may have been Emzine, but Emzine is now there in 9th place. Not far off the back of the pair. We've got Gilles down to 10th now. Marriott is there in 11th. Danderman is in 12th. Okay. Benji says Viking went up the inside and collected Zico, unfortunately. Yeah, Zico is now down in 13th place. He's not far off the back of the field, though. Look at the field. It's still within his reach. He can still come back into this race. Still a long way to go. It's only lap 7 of 23. And Ahmed going for an early pit. He's gone for the undercut on everyone else, but he's now 25.9 seconds off the back of Zico. Alejandro, however, still the fastest lap, 1:44.964. He's got a nice buffer. He did go for a very early pit, didn't he? It's very strange indeed. But yeah, Alejandro, 8.5 seconds is the gap that Ramos now has to bridge to try and take the win here. In the second race of the evening, there he is, Ramos in the Lamborghini. Still got a decent amount of fuel left on that car. And the tyres not looking too bad either. As we see somebody else dive into the pits there. Cap still in 3rd place. Go on, Cap. Owen not far behind though. Come on, Owen. In the Lexus there. He had a really good start of the race as well, didn't he? Currently sat in 4th place. Fatban still sat in 5th. He's doing well at the moment. Still to keep the cars behind him. Everybody else around him at the moment on racing mediums. So doing an absolutely stellar job is Fatban. Viking Dog up to 6th now. The battle behind, or it was before, Capel, I think it was, had to serve a penalty. Now down to 9th place is Capel. Emzine up to 7th. We have Gilles there in 8th. Gilles has closed the gap to Emzine. Is he going to be able to set a move up? Emzine having a bit of a shocker in the sprint race. He's doing a lot better here in the feature. So Capel now down to 9th. We got Zico in 10th. Or back up to 10th. Courtesy of some of the pit stops, I think. Oh no, Dan the Man. Yeah, Dan the Man is in the pits now. And BX, he has pit. Ahmed obviously went for a super early pit. And Marriott also, he's pit, but he's also got a 3.5 second penalty there. I think he must have got that for crossing the pit line. The pit entry line. Alejandro, Mr. Consistency at the moment. Managing to nail them decent laps. Giving them a nice bit of breathing space over a charging Ramos in the Lamborghini. It looks like the charge from Ramos has sort of petered off a little bit. Can't actually even see him creeping into shot yet. That's how much of a gap Alejandro has at the moment. There he is. Javi. Still second place, still with quite a sizable gap up ahead to first. What is he going to try and do? Will he go for the undercut or will he try and extend? The Lamborghini looks like it does look after its tyres reasonably well. What a cracking job Kep's doing at the moment as well. We just see somebody else dive into the pits. So Kep still holding that third place. He's still got a nice gap over Owen in fourth. Actually looks like he's, every now and then he does chip away at that gap up ahead to Ramos. Kep could still be a threat for the top two. I think a lot of it is going to come down to strategy in this feature race. We're on lap 10 of 23, 13 to go. So Owen still unable to bridge that gap up ahead to Kep. Fatban though, still 5th place for Fatban. Still doing a cracking job on them hards. I don't know how he's managed to do it. Absolutely cracking bit of driving from Fatban. Viking Dog still unable to find a way past, and Viking Dog looking like the mediums are a little bit worse for wear now. He had a bit of a slide out of that last turn. And Gilles has managed to get a move done on Emzine. I did think he might have been able to do it, and he has. Can he close the gap up ahead now to 6th place Viking Dog? You can see him just up the road there. That's definitely going to be an incentive. I think he's probably due to pit soon as well though. So Owen now into the pits. Emzine stayed out. I wonder what lap he's going to come in. Owen will come out. Will he come out ahead of BX? I don't think he's going to, is he? So it's looking like BX has moved through up into 8th place now. Zico moves up to 9th. Owen still coming out of the pits. Will he come out ahead of Ahmed? And he does, but only just. So that's super early pit stop from Ahmed. Hasn't really paid off for him too much. We've got Capel there on hards now in 12th place. Maybe Capel is going for a one. I think a lot of the guys probably are going for a one stop. Maybe they're thinking that the hards are a better compound to use. So we've seen a few of the people on the hards now. Marriott on the hards. We've got Dan the Man on hards. We have Capel on hards. Ahmed's on racing mediums, but it doesn't look like he might have to pit again. I think it's going to be a 2-stop maybe for Ahmed. Maybe that's why he went for that super early pit stop earlier. Owen there in 10th. Zico, wait, what tyres did Owen have? So Owen on mediums, Zico on very warm mediums. BX is on mediums, so Benji saying medium's the best strat unless you burn tyres. Isn't there like some kind of tyre rule though, Benji? I can't quite remember. Like you've got to use certain compounds or something. So everybody looking like they're diving into the pits now. A Fat Band is still out on them hards. Up into second place. Go on, Fat Band.
Medium is mandatory.
You'd love to see it. Oh, right, okay, so medium is a mandatory compound.
That's the rule, I believe.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah, maybe that's what it is, Benji. Perhaps, like, the tyre wear is too high for him to be able to go medium. That's why you've seen some of them go medium hard or hard medium.
Only rule is no SS.
Oh, the only rule's no SS. Okay, cheers, Porter. But yeah, Alejandro now with a 14.3 second lead. Fat Ban with a 16.8 second lead over BX, but BX now up to third place. He will have to pit once again though. He's definitely going to be going for a two-stop, isn't he? With that fuel. He's got a 16.3 second gap to eat into. He is managing to chip away at it though. So I think that might be close enough. I think BX may become new race leader once the two guys up ahead dive into the pits. Alejandro is now into the pits. Will Fat Band follow him in? And I think he has. Yeah, he has. So Fat Band now going to get rid of them hards. BX will surely take the lead of the race. Oh, in fact, no, Alejandro's finished fueling. It looks like, no, he does. Yeah, so BX moves up into first place. Alejandro is now starting to crawl out of the pits. That must feel like an eternity though. Is Ramos going to get past him? Ramos with a second's worth of penalty. Currently in third place. He's going to come out not far behind Alejandro, 3.1 seconds. That penalty though is going to bring him into the clutches of Owen. Owen may even get a free overtake there. But BX Royal up into first place, looking like he is going to have to stop again though, so he will lose that position unless he manages to do something special. Come on, BX. So Alejandro now in second place. Oh, big slide there on the medium tyres. That's going to be cold mediums. Ramos. This is where he's going to have to serve this penalty. And Owen now looking for the move. Getting shown the long way round. Not quite managed to get it done on that occasion. He's actually been compromised now by Ahmed. Ahmed all over his rear bumper. All up on his gearbox. Wants to try and get that move done. Ramos holds third place for the minute. So we got third to sixth, all within a couple of cars length of each other, all battling out for that final slot on the podium. Ramos, Owen, Ahmed and Kep. Then we have Viking Dog, 3 seconds now behind Kep. Managed to win the sprint though, did Viking Dog. Maybe this race is going to come into his hands in the later stages. Fat Ban though, Fat Ban now in 8th place after his pit stop. We've got Gilles there in 9th, MZ now in 10th, Capel 11th, Danaman 12th, Zico 13th, Maria 14th. So BX still leading in that Ferrari 458. It's got a 6-second gap. But yeah, still yet to pit. What will he do? Will he be able to take on the softs for a final stint? I think that may be what he's planning on doing. He's going to be pitting in the next lap or two by the looks of his fuel. Do you reckon? Medium. Yeah, you could be right, Benji. Perhaps the tyre wear's too high to be thinking about softs. Ahmed now into the pits as well. Ahmed's going to lose quite a few positions there, I believe. So Alejandro, only 5.7 seconds off the back of BX. Oh, okay. Only 5.5 seconds now off the back of BX. BX up ahead, still yet to pit. Then we have Ramos, 3.7 seconds between him and Alejandro. Owen still in 4th place. 1.5 seconds is the gap up ahead to Ramos. Kep now not too close though. Kep 1.8 seconds off the back. Then we have Viking Dog starting to close the gap, it looks like, to Kep up ahead. Maybe he's trying to go easy on his tyres, trying to eke him out so he didn't have to do another stop. Maybe another stop is on the card, so perhaps it's going to be a 2-stop for a lot of the guys. So yeah, not really. I think it's the closest gap at the moment on track, MZ and Gilles. There's not really any notable battles going on at the moment. I think Zico maybe managing to get a move done on Danaman there. That is coming under attention from Danaman. Danaman now on fresh tyres. Is he? No. So Ahmed now in 13th place.
Prof says hello.
Hello, Dr. Prof. Hope you're okay, mate. Welcome along. Nice to have you on board. So Ahmed now in 13th place. He's on a very fresh set of mediums, though. He should surely start to pick up them positions. Focusing on Danaban now in that Honda NSX. He will surely get a move done here. They are side by side as they come up the hill, but yeah, he manages to get past with ease. Can Danaman manage to fake a dummy, maybe try and retake that position as they approach the bus stop? Still very close to do between them two. In fact, it looked like Danaman just backed right out of it there. Maybe NSX not too good on the brakes. Marriott still down in 14th place, 23 seconds off the back of the field. So Alejandro is now up into the lead of the race, so BX did finally go into the pits. Alejandro looking like he might be on for a win if he keeps his nose clean out there. Doesn't abuse them track limits too much. So he keeps it nice and consistent. It looks like Ramos at the moment is struggling to bridge that gap. I think some of the guys may be trying to look for a 1-stop, but I think it's definitely going to turn into a 2-stop for a lot of them. think you had to really extend that first stint to be able to get your second set of tyres to the end of the race. Owen now losing that position in the background to Kep. Kep goes around the outside into the bus stop. They're going to be side by side. There was contact. Kep gives back the position, but Viking Dog has managed to slip up the inside of both of them. Owen, though, trying to retake third. But Viking Dog now up to third place. 3.9 seconds. Up the road is Ramos. So Owen now down to fourth. He's going to be trying to retake that position from Viking, I would imagine, but Viking has created a bit of a 5/10 gap already. And in fact, Owen looking at risk of losing that position to Kep. There was a tiny bit of contact as Kep went for the move before, so he gave back the position. Oh, Kep. Kep with a big moment. He's not lost too much time there, but that is going to hurt his efforts a little bit as he picks up half a second penalty as well, just to insult to injury. That's unlucky, Kep. So Gilles under the attention of Enzine. Enzine trying to size that move up. It looks like he's got the better run out of turn one on the approach to the hill. Then we've got the run, the front straight or the back straight. It could be on the approach to the bus stop. Little Enzine trying to fake a bit of a dummy there. Gilles having none of it though. Fatban not far behind as well. What can Enzine do here? The McLaren does look like it's got pace at the moment, doesn't it? It looks like Gilles is struggling to break away from Enzine. Surely he's not going to go for a move here. Oh, Gilles goes a little bit deep, he opens the door. Enzine manages to squeeze himself through up into 6th place. Gilles now down to 7th. Come on, Gilles. Gilles under the attention now of Fatban. Fatban behind on the mediums. Capel with a big snap. He managed to save it though. Absolute cat-like reflexes from the GTR driver. We got BX behind him though in that Ferrari 458. BX looking like he's on a bit of a charge at the moment. He's on fresh mediums.
MNN for BX. He didn't use softs for the sprint due to wear.
Oh god. Here we go. Robot Lady's going on a mad one once again. As BX is on an epic charge now, trying to get that position away from Capel. Looks really fast in the slipstream, does that Ferrari. Is he going to be able to get past him on the approach to the bus stop now for the 19th time? Capel covers off the inside, early doors. BX manages to get around the outside before the bus stop. Just having a better run with the aid of the slipstream there. And he's managed to create a bit of a gap already. 9/10 up into 9th now for BX, and that was a great overtake there. Capel down to 10th place in that GTR. He's on racing hards. We have Ahmed behind in 11th place now. Ahmed actually managing to get the fastest lap for 1:44.759. Trying to make up for lost time as Ahmed. I think we're going to see Ahmed stop again. No, surely not. No, I don't think we are actually. Right off. Forget I said that. We're on 19 of 23. He's got enough fuel. He's got enough tyres. Zico in 12th place. Bit of no man's land for Zico. 4 seconds up the road is Ahmed, and 10 seconds behind is Dan the Man. Danman now in 13th, Marriott in 14th, but still going strong. Go on, Marriott. So at the moment, the man of the feature looks like it is Alejandro. Looking like the reverse grid of the sprint race just fell into his... It was just a bit of a luck of a draw there for Alejandro, managing to start in first place. The guys behind him all squabbling from the start. He managed to create a bit of a gap. And this is where he is at the moment with 3 laps to go. Doesn't even have to worry about that fastest lap. He can let that go to Ahmed. Looks like he might have his first win of the season on his hands. Ramos unable to reel him in second place. How is that going to fare for the standings though? Ramos is Javi's finished second twice tonight, I believe. Sure, he finished behind Bike and Dog in the first race. Oh no, it was Ahmed, wasn't it? Sorry. Where did Ramos finish? Can't remember now. Oh, Owen and Kep again. Having a bit of a battle behind. Owen almost losing the rear there. Like he had a bit of a snap on the exit of the hairpin. Emzin now up to 6th place. Kep now looks for the move up the inside. Owen's going to hold that racing line. It's going to be 10. Oh, Kep almost losing that car there. I don't know how he managed to save that. Oh, and it looks like he's going to manage to get a move done up the inside into the bus stop. Owen, he's going to have to be a brave man if he's going to keep his nose in through there, and he doesn't. He thinks better of it. Kep manages to get through now up into 4th place. Owen, though, still looking really good. Looking like he might be able to come back here. Might be able to retake that 4th place. So on lap 21 of 23, we have Alejandro in first place. We've got Javi in second. We've got Viking Dog in 3rd place. Kep is in 4th. We've got Owen in 5th. Emzin now in 6th. We've got Gilles in 7th. Batban is in 8th. Ahmed now 9th with that fastest lap. BX is in 10th. Capel 11th. Zico 12th. Danaman 13th and Maria in 14th. So Alejandro starts his penultimate lap now. Through turn 2 up the hill. Round the kink of 3. 4 onto the straight, into the bus stop. And he's actually just set a purple first sector. See if he can keep the momentum for the duration of the lap. He's on very worn mediums now though, so it looks like the Supra absolutely smashing it out of the park in this feature race. Come through the final 2 turns. And he will start his final lap of the race. So Viking Dog managed to make his way through to third. Couldn't quite get onto the top two. I think there's going to be a few stewards' inquiries as well. We saw a few incidents actually, I think, during the race, not just Viking Dog. I didn't actually see the one that people are saying Viking Dog was involved in.
Dropped 2 positions, tyres cooked.
Cap still going to finish in 4th place is Cap. MZ now 5th, Owen 6th. Where is Alejandro? He's coming up through the final sector now. So Gilles, yeah, I don't think we're going to see any battles now in this final lap. I think this is going to be it. This is going to be how the race will end. What a cracking job Alejandro's done in this feature. Absolutely brilliant strategy on display. And he's managed to get that fuel just right, hasn't he? As he comes through the final turn now, he'll take the checkered flag and the win in the feature. GG's Alejandro, what a mate. That's his first win of the season as well, so give it up for Alejandro. Javi's going to bring home 2nd place in that Lamborghini. Still a valiant effort there from Javi. GG's Javi. And then Viking Dog will finish off on the 3rd slot of that podium. Kept there in 4th place. MZ in 5th. Gilles rounds out the top 6. Ahmed managing to get past BX at the end there. He's going to bring home 7th place. BX now in 8th. Fatban takes 9th. Owen, takes 9th. Fatban 10th. Capel in 11th. And Zico is going to take 12th. Danderman comes home in 13th place. And then Maria will round out the field. He's approaching the split for the final sector now. Here we go into the final sector for Maria. He's going to come through the last couple of turns. Valiant effort there from Maria. GG's, buddy. Not too sure what happened. I think maybe he got his strategy slightly wrong or was caught up in some shenanigans. But he will finish in 14th place. Well, that was race 2 of the evening. It was a little bit of a procession out there, to be honest, wasn't it? Not really a track for overtakes, Watkins Glen. Not really one of my favourites, to be honest. It was a little bit static, wasn't it, towards the end? We saw a few overtakes being made, a few battles on track. But yeah, that was it. That was it, guys, for this week. Obviously, we'll be back again on Sunday with round 5 of the esports, and obviously next Monday with round 5 of the Gt7 Championship with the Tier 1 drivers and myself, Vexman. It's Vexed. And we'll see you there. Good night.